Well, now, the bodies of the 4 Jewish hostages killed in Friday's supermarket siege are to be flown out to Israel in about half an hour from now from Charles de Gaulle Airport. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has already flown out, and he's expected to meet the coffins as they are landed. He will attend the funerals in Jerusalem tomorrow morning. Before he left Paris today, he visited the spot where they died. Our reporter Cordelia Lynch was there, and she's been hearing the accounts of Jewish residents who lost family members and are living in fear of future attacks.
Wrapped in the Star of David, watched over by armed guards. If yesterday was a display of unity, this seemed a demonstration of division and a nervous nation. Snipers overlooking the spot where the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was due to visit. But his supporters could get nowhere near him, obscured by bodyguards and flanked by Israeli press.
Mr. Netanyahu said he would welcome French Jews with open arms, but some say he's trying to capitalise on a national tragedy.
It's been reported President Hollande asked him not to attend Sunday's rally, but this was a determined effort to connect with a community that no longer feels certain about its future. The controversial premier clasped the hand of a survivor of the supermarket siege, Celine Shrekki.
A direct line leads from the attacks carried out by extremist Islam around the world to the attack that took place here at a kosher supermarket in the heart of Paris. I expect all of the leaders with whom we marched in the streets of Paris yesterday to fight terrorism wherever it is.
People from different political parties came. This is something that unites, I think, all Israelis and all Jewish people. Ultimately, it was important to come. I think, first of all, to show solidarity with France and the French people. And also, of course, the Jewish community here, which is going through a particularly difficult time.
It was a solemn moment, prayers on the pavement and bewildered eyes. But just across the road, the sound of defiance and thanks, with many talking about moving to Israel.
I'm asking myself a lot of questions because it's not fair to be afraid in our own country because of the religion. It's nonsense for me.
Everyone is watching Jewish neighbourhoods closely. At the school gates, guns. Inside, a new reality for children. Lessons watched by weapons. This boy told me he felt reassured that 10 guards are roaming the corridors. They'll be there for at least a week. These teenagers said they fear anyone could attack them at any time. Minutes away, hundreds of people surround a mortuary, the bodies of the 4 victims ready to be flown to Israel. Among them, Yoav Hatab, who had recently returned from the country. The 21-year-old was the son of the chief rabbi of Tunis. His friend told us he saved other hostages and made a grab for Koulibaly's gun to overpower him.
He grabbed the weapon thinking he would kill the terrorist, and that's when the terrorist shot him dead with his Kalashnikov. He was very ambitious. He wanted to go places in life, because when you come from a humble background, the one thing that counts is that you make something of your life.
As the coffins passed through the crowds, the families struggled to say goodbye. An attempt for one final embrace, a moment of tenderness between a policeman and a grieving relative in a country that desperately needs to heal. Cordelia Lynch, Channel 4 News, Paris.
And of course, Mr. Netanyahu is at the moment in a hotly contested election back in Israel. He broke off from campaigning in order to be here to witness the coffins leaving and indeed to pay tribute to the dead.